I don't. This is not going to turn into a regular segment because it's profane or whatever. But I just want to say, Aaron Rodgers, suck a dick. I truly suck a fucking dick, dude. Did y'all see this fucking clip of this man yesterday?
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Go on,
Jackson's
Mike. I'm not trying to interrupt
graphic,
you. I'm not trying to interrupt
Who's
you.
our suck a dick of the week?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It crossed my mind.
Who can suck a dick this week?
Keep going, Mike. That was good stuff. I'm not trying to interrupt.
Who's gobbling cock this week? Let's find out on the new Jenkins Jonez.
Who's the real eater this week?
Aaron Rodgers,
The real eater of the week.
is going on national television to complain about being canceled and censored for something he should be canceled and censored for saying, which he's successfully pulled off the grift of getting everyone to talk about cancel culture when, yes, you should not be allowed to talk to millions of people when you are putting false conspiracy theories about other people being pedophiles out there. That is something you should be canceled for. And yet you are being invited onto ESPN's top show in the day to do the exact same fucking thing again. And I don't understand how these people are so needing to be aggrieved that they can go speak to the biggest audience you could speak to on daytime sports television about how no one will let you talk. I don't fucking get it, and I don't get why so many people willingly fucking fall for it.
Bro, that man is crying about being canceled and censored on the leading sports network in the world that's under the Disney and ABC umbrella. What the fuck are we doing here? I'm just at the point like this, bro. If you don't see the grift that he's trying to pull off here, it is so fucking blatant. He has been on the Pat McAfee Show for damn near 5 years every week, right? He's been saying, whatever loony conspiracy shit, and we've just all been like, this fucking guy's crazy, whatever, and we leave it at that. And now, Pat McAfee gets the motherfucking ESPN deal, and he decides to, put out, harmful conspiracy theories not rooted in fact about ABC's biggest fucking personality, right, with Jimmy Kimmel. Then, the next week he's taking shots at the ESPN fucking senior vice presidents and shit, right? It's so blatant that now he's trying to go this route where he knows that he's crossing lines, where it's not even on some freedom of speech shit that he's trying to play off here. He's trying to turn himself into a pariah because there's gonna be shit coming down where they're like, bro, this is conflict of interest that you're doing here by talking about our network and our network's talent the way you're doing here right now, right? You cannot say that shit. We could not be out here making baseless fucking claims about Draymond Green and expect not to hear from the seats at the volume, right? You know what I'm saying? We could not be out here talking shit about Colin that's not rooted in fact and expect for some shit not to come down on us. And this is the route that he's going. He's daring ESPN and ABC to do something with him so he can play the whole self-pariah. I am being canceled and silenced for my opinions. And it's so fucking blatant, dude.
At what point does Pat have to cut ties? I've seen more of that go viral. he had the naysayer clip. Genius. You know what I mean? But I've seen congratulations, that man. But I've seen a lot of the mostly what I've seen is Aaron Rodgers clips on social. You know what I mean? So at what point does Pat have to cut ties? And I know that's been a big part of his show. I'm just interested in that.
The extra element of it, which we didn't even discuss, is he's not only on the show, he's also compensated. There's the news reporting. He's been paid over $1 million to be on Pat McAfee's show. So you're effectively an employee. And I get the talking about someone within the company that Tyler's talking about, but also just you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to just make up shit about people that's that foul and get away with it. It's crazy to me. And like I said, if LeBron James was playing basketball and in the middle of the game the whole time he's dribbling and he's just yelling at the crowd, they won't let me play fucking basketball. I'm not allowed to play basketball tonight. He dunks on someone's. I wish they'd let me play basketball, but in this fucking country, I guess I can't play basketball anymore. He would be made fun of for the rest of his life. So why, if you're on a national TV channel saying you're not that you're being censored, is that something that is a conversation we're having and not are you that stupid that you think you're being censored while you're on ESPN on live television right now? He should be regarded as a mouth breather for that. You know what I mean? We should be thinking wow, we should get Aaron Rodgers some help, like tying his shoes or whatever. This should not be the like debate.
Y'all are more familiar with Pat's show than I am. Is Pat's show partially successful due to having Aaron Rodgers on there?
I think that's a big part of because of what you said. Like that got him out to a different level for sure.
Okay, so that's probably why he hasn't cut ties as of yet, because Aaron Rodgers is part of the success. I didn't know if he was already successful, and then Aaron Rodgers hopped on because it was a successful show.
It's a little bit of that. It was pretty successful, and Rodgers has continued to level them up. Is how I would
I would say it's kind of been the traditional what has happened with all podcast media. He had the vibe of like, oh, these are informed, ex-pro athletes, but it's very much like friends talking, which was what podcasts used to be. And then it was like, well, what if we get a mega celebrity on the podcast?
To be clear, it's a great show outside of the Aaron Rodgers nonsense.
Okay.
It's very good, and it's earned success by Pat McAfee. By all accounts, a very good guy. But but this element of it is sort of shrouding that.
Well, Tyler. I mean, I'm not talking about Pat McAfee at all. It's just the Aaron Rodgers shit to me. But is it you listen to the show, Jackson?
I don't regularly, but I know I do sometimes, and I know that it's very, very well respected by a lot of very smart people.
Okay, my best friend listens to it all the time. I always give him shit for it. I listen to Pardon My Take, which is a Barstool podcast. He gives me shit for that, and then I give him shit for you listen to fucking anti-vax shit all day, dog. Like, so white dudes have one. All white people have one. They're just like
you're allowed one as a treat.
Yeah, you gotta give me one.
That's a treat. What?
But yeah, but bro, you are not being censored because you said some baseless, harmful shit that was not rooted in fact, and we were told to walk that shit back. That's not being censored. That's someone telling you shut your weird ass up for spreading lies, bro. It's a big fucking difference. And yeah,
but no one even did that. Like that's my point. It's like no one even did that.
They just didn't back what he said. They said they said they thought differently. You know what I'm saying, than him.
All right, naturally, like 45 seconds after we recorded this segment, Pat McAfee announced that Aaron Rodgers will not be returning to the Pat McAfee Show for the duration of the NFL season, a.k.a. about 4 weeks. Tyler, the Grift worked.
It did. He pulled the motherfucking grift off. Now this starts the whole I was canceled tour that he's probably going to be going on. Might be a Fox News appearance, might be a Tucker Carlson appearance. But either way, like I said, the grift was so fucking, it was so fucking blatant, so easy to see. And he achieved it. He has turned himself into a pariah as he wanted to.
Well, we found out how important he was to the show. Didn't take long to get that answer. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't ADM's important, nigga. Peace.
Well, John, you said it after he made his comments on the show, earlier this week. Like you could just kind of see on Pat McAfee's face, like
he was like,
yeah, we had a different conversation before we went on air, buddy.
The clip that they showed, he was like, he looked confused, like, you took a left turn when we were supposed to take a right, my boy. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Anyway, whether on
right
Pat
decision was made.
Yes, whether on Pat McAfee's show or not, Aaron Rodgers can still suck a dick.
Bye.
Bye.